What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin and Litecoin. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting at about 53,683. We're up 9.29%. What I want you to pay the most attention to today is the daily candle close. And right now, guys, if we can end up closing in the next, we'd call it about hour or so, we would be looking at a bullish engulfing candle, which would be good for Bitcoin, because typically if you kind of scroll back through this, you can see bullish engulfing candles, kind of work your way down here, bullish engulfing candles. So a lot of the times that will mark, you can see back in here, the start of us trying to move higher. And the main thing that we're looking for now is the close today and for it to be on heavier volume. Right now we're a little bit above average. If we go into our data window here, what you can see is the volume is at 17.29K and the average volume is sitting roughly at about 15.199. So we are having above average volume today. We're still going to have a little bit more time here, but if we can get a nice close like this would be a bullish engulfing candle. Then we'd have to see what the next day would bring, guys. And typically what we'll see is a little bit of a retracement, and then we'll try to push higher again and see if we can tackle that 56,846 is going to be the next overhead resistance. Then it's going to be roughly up to that 64,198 are the two major areas. There's some smaller areas in here around $60,000 we'll have to watch as well. But you know, this would be nice if this could be our local bottom and we can get moving something similar to this right here. So say we have a nice close today, we come back down, we set a higher low, we push back up into this range right here, see if we can get up above it, come back down, back test that, and then see if we can get through that high. Something similar. And this is just very rough, guys, but you can see where we just push up, come back down, another big leg to the upside here, maybe challenge $60,000, come back down on top of 56,800, and then try to go back up from there. You know, and that's just how this market works. It doesn't have to happen like that, but that's kind of what we're looking for, is to see if we can start getting those higher lows coming in again. Okay, so after this sell-off here, you can see we had to push down, up, down. Then we pushed right back up here. We looked for that higher low. Then we came back up higher high than this area, and then we dumped. Okay, and the higher lows broke there. You could even draw a trend line. You could see where it would break. Okay, even going back into this area, draw a trend line. You can see the break that we had. If we get into the technicals here, remember all this is on the one-day time frame. And also, guys, if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know what you're doing down low. So what we have is a 10 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 6 buy, and that's going to be on the one-day time frame. Oscillators, 1 sell, 9 neutral, and a 1 buy. If we get into the 1 week, we have a 3 sell, 9 neutral, and a 14 buy. Oscillators pretty neutral there, 2 sell, 8 neutral, and 1 buy. Moving averages looking strong. So if we go out to the moving averages now, the EMAs that I like to use is the 20, the 50, 100, and the 200. So we would try to get this bullish engulfing candle off this 100 EMA. So that'd be nice if we can get a nice close here. But now you can see we have some work to do trying to get over top of this 50 EMA and that 20 EMA as well. Okay, so we may have a day or two, guys, where we cool down a little bit and then we try again. Doesn't have to happen. We could shoot right up through. Depends on the buying pressure that comes in. But that's something I would look at, because it's going to be tough for us to get back up above the 50 now. Remember, when these things act as support, right? Okay, once they're broken, then they're going to act as overhead resistance. Nice thing we have going for us, though, with this bullish engulfing candle, if we can get a nice close today, relative strength at 44, so we're not in any overbought territories. The stock is at 12 and 4, starting to get that little upside cross there. So we just have to see if we can get a nice close today, guys, and that's going to be for Bitcoin. So tell me what you think Bitcoin's going to end up doing here. Is this just a little move up before we get another slam down? I would love your opinion, or if you think we're going to start getting up to some higher levels. Now, if we get into Litecoin, we're sitting at $241 right now. Take a peek. So same deal. Yesterday would have been a doji candle. So today, if we do close where we are right now, this would be a bullish engulfing pattern or candle right here. Very important. And you can see we have wicked up this 20 EMA. So we're actually a little bit stronger than Bitcoin right now in terms of Litecoin. We're up above our 50, trying to have a candle close today up above our 20. All right, so overhead resistance, that's going to be roughly at $245. Then we're going to look up to around that 271. Then it'll be around 307 are the overhead resistance areas. Main support area we need to continue to hold. I don't want to see us go below about $220 right now. If we did drop below that, I'd look to this 100 EMA, which is going to be around $200. See if we can find some support. But right now, the relative strength, we're at 50, so we're not in any overbought territories right now. So that's a good thing. The stock is at 6 and 2. You can see trying to get a little move to the upside here. Last time when we had a bullish engulfing pattern where the stock is right down in this range, you can see it really made a nice move out of there. So if this can be our local bottom, guys, it could be a nice little move here. This last one that we had from the top of the bullish engulfing where it closed, we ended up to the wick about 82%. So if we did something similar to that, say we had a close right here today, we go up roughly about 82%. Let me move this down a little bit for us. And also I want to say someone donated a Litecoin to me, and I just want to say thank you guys very much. Anyone who's ever, liked on this channel or commented or donated, it's really appreciated. So thank you very much for that. So if we go up roughly about 82, that could put us around $450, somewhere right up in that range if we can get another leg like this to the upside. And that would also give us a little room, for the blue sky breakouts. Just one moment here. Sorry about that. So it could give us, blue sky breakouts potentially if we can get over top of $377. If we get into the technicals, we're looking at a 7 sell, a 9 neutral, and a 10 buy. Oscillators, 2 sell, 8 neutral, and a 1 buy. Moving average is still looking good. So for Litecoin, guys, main thing, just a really nice close today and see if we can keep this momentum going up there. Close above 242, then we'd have to look up to around $271 is going to be the range that we're looking at. And guys, I'd love your opinion on Litecoin. Do you think it's a coin that's going to go to 500 this market cycle, up in this range? Do you think we're going to be able to hit the $1,000 mark? If we move down here, we really look up, 1,000 is right up in this range here. So if we could get another big leg, a retracement, and then one more big one, that potentially could take us up to 1,000 in the longer term. So these are all things that you just want to pay attention to, just look at. Remember, we're just speculators. We're in a bull market. So until that pattern is broken, we got to continue to think like bulls in this area right now, right? And, one of the smartest things to do, guys, is have a trading account and then also have a little bit of a longer term investor account as well and see which one, does better in performance. So that's what I want to leave you today. Nothing too crazy. Just going to see if we can get a nice candle close today and a little bit of follow through there. God bless you all. Take care.